Well, it's 2026. I think it's time we start planting some. Hello, everybody. It is Randy down here at Cupcake Market Farms in beautiful Texas City. I'm putting some tomatoes in the ground. It's January the 5th. I know I'm a bit insane, but I've got plenty of extras to make sure that what I'm doing is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this around. And here's what I do. Of course, you guys know that I am a no-till farm, so I have 18-inch walk spaces with wood chips, 30-inch rows each one, and these are 32 foot in length. And I have, I don't know, I think this garden has a dozen. The other side, of course, they're 60 foot long, so there's a lot more. That's our East Grow. But here's what I have. I grow everything from seed, so I have my determinate beefsteak style tomatoes, and I put 9 in this row. Now, because it's January 5, that's all I'm going to put in. I put in my drip irrigation, which is very, very simple. I love it because, you know, each season when I pull this up, if I need to move my garden around a little bit, I have all of these links where I can disconnect, take the heads off, the sprinkler heads, of course, you know, or the drip heads, and, you know, be able to adjust that for somewhere else. And that's how I do it. I'm not going to attach it all yet because, again, this is my first row. So I just kind of left the end out for now. And then, of course, you know, once I've established these next 3 rows, which will all be determinate tomatoes, not indeterminate. Forgive me. I grow those inside the greenhouse, which is what you see running up the walls. Those suckers are loaded. Obviously, out here, it would be impossible because I have nothing but beautiful blue skies. God's heaven. Oh my, it's gorgeous up there. So I've got my irrigation in. I got my tomatoes, determinates in. These are about 8 weeks old. As you guys know, I grow everything from seed here. These are the same tomato plants that you're going to find at a couple of different gardening stores. Starting, well, actually this week, I believe, is when I'm delivering my first 100 quantities of this beefsteaks out to Friendswood. I'm hoping. I'm going to call them just to verify. So don't hold me to that yet. Now, how it is that I'm planting early without fear of a cold spell coming in, because we know Houston, occasionally it will get cold. Luckily for me, one of the restaurants I service, both tomatoes and the lettuce heads, which you guys know is on my east side of my grow, they go through, I think he said, like 8 buckets of pickles a week because they serve a lot of burgers. Well, let's just call it Beyond Burger in beautiful Texas City. So he's going to hook me up. I asked for about 20 buckets. He had 8 of them today. Luckily, I had one from last year that I used to shimmy down the rows when I pull weeds. So if we get a cold front, well, let me just show you. I'll just take, here we go. Put a little bucket over their head. Aw, bucket heads. And because they're still short, gosh, this will probably, I could probably use these until, mid-February before they get a little too tall and bushy. And then I'll find an alternative. But I know for me and so many organic style farmers, we do not want to use plastic. And so I'm staying way away from that. As far as covering our rows, plastic, of course, the trays, we use 100% paper pots, all organic to grow our seeds. Of course, that's what you guys are going to get down there at the big box stores, or the box stores, excuse me, at the garden stores that we sell these plants to. I'd like to put some peppers in because, man, them peppers sometimes take a long time. I've got about 300 of them ready in the greenhouse, or I'm sorry, the low tunnel to come out. Maybe I'll consider throwing some peppers. But I love it because my irrigation this year for 2026 is perfect. Oh, don't forget, I'm going to interplant. I'm going to put basil. Every 2 plants, well, let me back that up. Every 2 plants, I'm putting a tomato stake because I'm going to use the Florida weave system because these will bush, and I want to be able to walk through my rows without being basically mauled to death by tomato vines. But in between each tomato, again, there's 2 between each tomato stake. I haven't put those in yet. It's a little early. But I'm going to put a basil plant between each one. So this will have 5 basil plants because interplanting with basil or marigolds supposedly will help keep hookworms and the white flies and all that off our tomatoes. So, you know, again, 2026 is my final year of trial and error before we become full-time market farmers. So that's why I'm trying this out. But I'm also going to put marigolds. I'm popping those. Actually, I'll make a video of those. I'm going to put those seeds in a 72 count. And I'm going to interplant those all over the place because one thing I love is my beautiful bride and even our youngest granddaughter, who's like 15 months old, 14 months, something like that, they'll come out and play with the chimes every day, and that beautiful little heart shape with the wings, the butterflies. They love seeing all the bees, which we have plenty of pollinators. We're going to add about 3 more bee boxes this year. So, bee box. Yeah, it sounds like something Run DMC said in the 80s. Get that bee box. Oh, I love it. Man, the 80s. What a good time to be a teenager, wasn't it? Man. Well, that's it, guys. I think I've talked your ears off enough. Now, beefsteak variety tomatoes, determinate, January the 5th are in the ground. I got my first 9. I better pull that bucket off because it is gorgeous today. Today's Monday. It is beautiful. I think, 75, maybe close to 80. The breeze is just amazing. Gosh, I love being in Texas. And I did find out last night, after all of these years, we are in Zone 10A in Texas City. Oh, baby. You guys be blessed.